DripGangTV, what's the word, gang? We are back live with another live stream. Appreciate everybody tuning in. This is 250 Moto 2 round 6 at REDBUD of the AMA-SMX Pro Motocross Series. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Y'all leave a like, hit the subscribe button, and let's get it. We about to do gate picks, and then we about to get this underway. I'm with my boy Skirt. Finally made it to the to the second moto.
We figured it out.
Let's get it. Let's see. Yep, everything good.
Casey had a 20-second lead last moto?
Yeah, bro. Crazy.
That's kind of wild.
He he said he got a little slippery for him towards the end, and he had quite a few mess ups. And at one point, from a 20-second lead, it was only down to an 8-second lead. So like, he said he had to lock in and get it. So anything can happen.
Yeah, I can. And he was kind of worried a couple times when he thought it was Blur, but I think it was Jake the Muss, bro. He was up in there, gaining quick. So he was a little shaken a bit. It's really hard in these 30-minute motos to be in first place the whole time, for sure. Ooh, Casey with the not the holy. Oh, he's fighting for it.
Sorry, I had some technical difficulties for a second.
All good. Casey out there in front. Roll shot.
I don't know what's
You want to know what's crazy?
Yeah. Oh, Skeetle up in second. What?
Ooh, someone just
Sorry, didn't mean to
up front behind him. Blur, Trigun. You know, this is a crazy little group because Blur, I feel like, is the better of the three. But between Trigun, who's been literally putting in super fast laps lately, and Skeetle, who's brand new, like, I feel like Blur is not trying to mess around back there because that could take him, you know, a lap or two to get clear of.
KC.
Yeah, and KC will build that gap instantly.
Yep. So you definitely don't want to get caught up back there. He's got Hemi, who ran second most of Moto 1, but ended up getting passed in the last turn by Jake the Muss, and ended up third in the Moto, up in fifth right now, trying to get that pass for fourth. Jake the Muss, that is, excuse me, Hemi up in third. I'm tripping, bro. What?
I have a feeling these guys are going to be a little bit
Casey
quicker.
Goes down.
Oh,
wait, who? Blur goes down.
Blur.
What?
Oh, he took Blur down with him.
That was Casey. Well, yeah, Blur hit Casey's bike. Oh, shoot.
So, guys, I'll just let you guys know, if you haven't played MX Legends often or you don't know how it kind of works, when you have a fast main line and a guy falls, you can run over his body perfectly fine, but there's about 3 seconds where if you clip his bike, you absolutely eat shit.
Yeah.
So that's what happened to Blur, unfortunately.
Hemi up in second right now. After getting robbed of it last moto, is he gonna do what he can to keep it this moto? Jake the Muss trying to take it away like he did last time. That's crazy.
I know Jake's a strong rider, bro.
That's crazy.
He's as strong as he is last lap as he is first lap.
Blur, 2
As we
for
say
1.
that, Blur
Holy
gets a
crap.
2 for...
Takes the outside. They all took different lines there. That's crazy. Probably want to stray away from the inside on those 250s. What do you think, Skirt?
Yeah, this track, if the inside is the fast line, which is only a couple turns that is the case, take those. But every other turn, I'd say middle to outside on a 250 all day.
Yeah.
All day. Because there's a couple inside lines, like that one right there, right? That's the safe inside.
Third is insane, bro. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh, no, that's good. I'm actually watching how they funnel in.
Oh.
Watch. So him. Ooh, see, the outside's treacherous.
You gotta let that build up a little bit, I feel like. Or it's easy to go over that burn.
This right-hander is a bitch.
Bro. It is. It is.
Bro,
Not a
Crazy.
single person. Oh my gosh, what just happened, bro? Himmy. Look like he tried to do a
who's that?
backflip.
Is that
I
Blur?
don't think he did. No, I think Blur's up in second right now, but he's got Jake
he got
right there.
rounded.
Oh my gosh, this is insane. This is getting intense.
Hey, honestly, this
Casey's
is what people
right
wanted to
there.
see.
Oh, let's go.
They wanted to see the
Wow.
Casey Blur and now Jake battle because Jake has been knocking on the door.
They're all right here.
I think since we ran in the morning, first moto, I feel like now they're more comfortable.
Oh, Casey goes off track, gets reset. Blur gets the pass for first. Jake taking the outside, trying to get it, but he's not quite able to skirt. Excuse me, bro. I'm so sorry that I keep interrupting you,
As
bro.
we
But this
say
shit
that,
is crazy.
And here we go. We're back into it.
This is wild.
Yeah, so
Motohead in the
crazy
comments,
happens,
showing love. Appreciate you tuning in, gang. Y'all go subscribe to my boy Motohead. Let's go.
it's a real one. Yeah, no, I was just saying that we're in the daytime setting where it's like afternoon rather than morning, and so first moto is in the morning, and that's kind of not what most people ride all the time. So we're gonna see people at their fastest second moto because it is in the regular afternoon setting, and they're used to the ruts and what they can see as Casey pushes up on Blur pause.
Jake is right there though, holding strong in third. I think if Hemi wants a piece of it, he's gonna have to make a push now. He can't hold back. I think now is the time while they're still pretty much in you know his field of vision. So.
Oh, if he loses the toe,
Bobby,
it's done.
And
Fifth place.
Going at it. Up in fifth.
I think Bobby kind of showed him a wheel on that one.
Yeah.
I think the pace is probably different.
You gotta do, yeah.
Yeah, so he just let him know.
Cuzzo in eighth. I'm gonna get back up to the front. That was whatever was going on up there was crazy. Jake up in second, got the pass on Blur. Hemi got the pass on Blur. Wow, Blur back and forth. Was up in second and closing on first. That's crazy.
Casey went first place, first moto, so we're going to need Jake to make the pass to get the overall. Do you think that's possible?
I think
he can see him.
He's right there, yeah. He's right there. I mean, coming in, there were rumors that Jake might have ran the fastest lap out here. But as we know, lap times don't always carry over, but still.
But see, Jake is a race, like, he's working on those fast lap times, but there's a difference, and no shade to my teammate, right? But there's a difference between guys like Jake, who have literally been grinding, you know, put his nose to the grindstone to get it out on race day, and also does time attacks, versus, you know, like my new teammate, Trigun, who I feel is extremely fast.
Yeah.
And has very fast speeds on time attack, but hasn't yet got used to that race pace yet to be up here and battling. I think Jake has figured it out early.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. He
Ooh, is that Chase?
Yeah, that is Chase.
In 10th?
Up in 10th, yep, top 10 right now.
Top 10 right now. Flying Eyes is coming in quick.
Chase goes down, man.
Flying Eyes said, nah, buddy.
Get deep. I'm telling you, bro. Like,
I feel like he got set. I don't know. What do you think, Drip?
I don't know, bro.
That was close,
Rocker in eighth. Not what we expected to see him, but still pushing it out there. Let's go for that Chaparral.
I think Rocker's better at tracks that are more technical tracks than just full out like speed tracks. Because he did extremely well at High Point, very technical. Here, I would expect him to be a position or two farther up, personally.
Yeah.
Is Bobby catching fourth?
Yeah, Bobby's catching Hemi, and Hemi's right there by Blur. So we might have something. Bobby doesn't have any distractions. He doesn't really have anyone right there behind him, and he can see
it's him versus him right now, dude.
It's him versus him. You definitely want to push, but you also got to be careful out here.
Ooh, he took that little low line.
Nah, I think he that rut kind of.
Yeah, he fucked up. No, that rut literally funnels you 3 inches from the freaking tough block on the left.
Yeah. Smooth line through there. Now, do you take outside or inside there? I was
I take
listening
inside.
earlier, and I was listening earlier, and they were saying outside might be the way to go there. I switch off back and forth between the two, but I mainly
I think that this
take
track
inside.
does a good job at making insides and outsides equally good. You know, there's always a faster line, but we're talking about like milliseconds, right? And at the top level. So I feel like if you're smooth and you can get that line good, then that's what it is.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I heard Crip Walker's crazy ass is stepping up onto that table.
What do you mean?
In the 450 class.
Finish?
What do you mean? That's what I'm saying on the finish line. Do you know it's tabletop? Yeah, he just hits the rut that turns. He just grabs the rut and all the way up on top of the table.
I gotta see that.
I gotta see that too. I haven't seen it yet. I've done it a couple times, but not clean.
I gotta see that. I want to try that though too. Like, I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it all out there on the track. I'm just gonna it's just gonna be balls to the wall, just like Jake the Muss is doing here. Second place right now. I love it.
Just like Jake gets the mussy over there.
6 seconds, 7 seconds down from Casey, who's in first. Y'all heard him in Moto 1 post-race interviews, and he's feeling good out there. He said he thinks the only thing he was going to have to change going into this moto was maybe his tire grip. He said he was getting slippery out there, made a lot more mistakes towards the end of the moto, and was lucky that he had the gap that he did, or else he might not have won that. But
Drip, you want to hear something crazy?
What up, man?
Casey shared with me his setting for that first moto.
Yeah.
His tire grip was on stock.
Stock?
Stock, right in the middle. Isn't that crazy?
Dang, that is kind of crazy, though.
That is kind of crazy, right?
Like, how do you, of course it's going to get slippery. How do you?
Yeah, that's what he said. He said after about lap 4 or 5, he started fucking up. But it gives you the looseness
to kind of
if you get a good start. Yeah, to get a good gap while the track is fresh, and that's what he benefited on.
Yeah. Wow. I wonder if he changed.
I know.
For this moto.
I was like, where the fuck are you riding stock tires, dude? Like,
that's crazy.
Like, I'm never riding stock tires, ever. Supercross, motocross, that's not a thing for me.
I don't think I've ever done stock either. I've either done grip or slippery. I actually did slippery 1 for Southwick last week.
Really? In the moto or just practice?
Yeah, no, in the moto, bro. It felt pretty good. Like,
did it really?
Feel like I was getting like sucked into the sand.
I was gonna say, how are those slippery tires, anyways? I've never used them. Zero.
I use them, so I mainly use them for when it rains. If you use them outside, like when it rains, or even Supercross when it rains, like it just makes it feel like it's not even raining. Like it makes it feel like it's not even a thing. But like with Southwick being a sand track, I tried it out there one time, and I've just always done that ever since.
Gotcha. I think Jake. Oh no. What?
Hemi up.
Where's
in third.
Jake?
Jake back and forth must have made a mistake.
A big one. He was in second.
As this track,
9
look at the
seconds
track,
back.
you can see it breaking down. The darker spots is where it's like getting rough, but as the track
and it's
down,
the transitions too. When it goes to dark to light on the track, that means you're actually getting traction, and then you're losing traction. So it creates like this, oh, I'm good, but then, oh shit, I'm not.
Yeah.
Wild to work around.
It's crazy. Sometimes I'll be hitting it and like I just lose my drive because how slippery it is, or like how bumpy it is.
Yeah.
Hemi looking to get that pass though for second.
Bro, Hemi's good, bro. Hemi is so good at catching a toe and then just working on the dude.
He look at that.
Look. Told you.
Gets the
That's
pass.
crazy.
He held second most of Moto 1. And like I said, last turn got passed by Jake due to some lappers, but racing's racing.
All right, so Hemi is very good at applying the pressure and being consistent as he just eats shit into the banner as I'm speaking. I don't think either of those guys, unless Casey makes mistakes, which he made a few bobbles and tough fronts last moto. I don't think if Casey stays up, I don't think they have what it takes to catch him. Not straight up. They would need a little help, is what I'm saying. Maybe lappers, maybe a reset. Casey's pretty strong on this track.
Yeah, he went 2-2 last week at Southwick and seemed pretty upset about it. So this week he's definitely coming out here and, making a statement, doing what he's doing. Got a 15-second gap on second.
I would say Blur just took advantage of the track at Southwick. He figured it out better than Casey did, and it showed 100%. This is more of a every man loves this track, so everyone has to be on their A game.
Oh, he pulled over.
It's because I totally got the blue flags.
We are halfway through the moto. And remember, you can get Monster Energy at your local grocery store or convenience store.
Hey, bro, did you see the Southwick? Literally, they were like, this is sponsored by Monster. You can get it anywhere, because they had no weekly sponsor.
Yeah.
That shit was hilarious.
And they said it at like 12 minutes. It wasn't even halfway. I was like...
You guys are crazy. All right, who we blue flagging right now? Casey's gonna come up on somebody. About a lap, I'd say.
Maybe Kush?
Go one more up. 13.
Yep, it's Kush, okay, yeah.
And Casey,
but Casey just went down.
All right, I'll watch the map.
Blue flag CJ as well. Oh, he's pulling over.
Bro, I've been watching a couple of shorts, been entering my feed lately.
Yeah.
Telling you, it makes me die laughing when I hear that song. Bum 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 Moran, bum 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 Moran. Bro, that shit gets me weak, dude. Every single fucking time I hear it, dude, I die. I'm like, bro, why couldn't I have these $1 million ideas, Skirt?
I'm getting
Bobby dropped a position to 6th. He's not happy about that. Is he at 5th kind of locked up? Who's in 5th right now? Can you
Trigun.
Oh, Trigun. His new teammate, newly acquired.
Trigun.
You know, Trigun is probably one of the hardest working nerds I've ever seen racing. Because if you go back 2 weeks, this guy is doing 145s on this track all day. And the fact that he was able to be, I think, 2nd or 3rd on the 250 with lap times is kind of wild.
Nah, that is pretty wild, though.
Yeah. Doing it.
Oh,
Jake,
Jake
he's pulling up on
3rd,
someone.
right there. I think that's Blur?
Has to be Blur, right? He has that little minty. Yeah.
Trigun has focus. Trigun does have focus. Bobby, Jake, Blur.
Let's see. So I think that Jake's making a push right now on Blur. He's sticking right with him. He's probably going to wait for a mistake. He's very strong the last, I'd say, 5 minutes. And I'm not glazing, okay? Blur's my boy. He's my teammate. I love Blur. I want him to win every race. But Jake, I'm a fan, bro.
Yeah, bro. I'm a huge fan of Jake. Not even only because he's on my team, but like
not even
just to see like where he's come from and where he's at now. Like you said, like he just puts his head down and is able to get it done. And we've seen the improvement.
Yeah, 100%. And quick, too. I think he's less of a nerd than Trigun for sure, but both of those riders are new, and they put in some drastic gains pretty quick.
Yeah, no, seriously.
Him in second. Who the fuck is this guy? Should have been there last moto, got cucked, and now he's out there in second place. I love it. Not sure about the red, white, and blue. I'm pretty sure we're doing that at Spring Creek, but Merca always down. Okay, so if he's in second, he's down about 8 seconds. That's not that much.
Yeah, 10 seconds. That's not. He's got 9 minutes left, so.
Watch, go to Casey real quick. So we have a 131 on Hemi, and we have a 130 best lap. So they're not going to get their best laps right now. They're going to get the crappy laps, and they're going to get a really bad track. So let's see what happens.
We are about to see. Ladies and gentlemen, appreciate everybody tuning in on the live.
Everyone in the live, please leave some comments. Go ahead and in the chat, spam what you want to see, what you want to hear, what you want to talk about, and show love to DripGangTV.
Let's go. Appreciate that, gang.
Always. Get my cock hard off the live chat, dude. Bro, my live yesterday was going crazy.
Bro, you got hella views on that video. I watched that.
And bro, yeah, because people were acting crazy, bro. They were saying what they want, and at Skirt's channel on his lives.
Tony Pelfrey, appreciate you tuning in, gang.
Pelfrey, you got me, you son of a bitch, but I appreciate you. He beat me, bro. He passed me fair and square. Can't even be mad. And he's a Trump supporter. The good old boy.
Good old boy, let's go.
Oh, my goodness.
All right. I really got
I feel like the track breaks down more second moto for sure. Like, this track looks crazy right now. Compared to our first moto?
Yeah.
You might have to go traction 3 on your tires, bro. I'm not even joking. That might sound crazy to some people, but I did some testing on traction 3, and it's not that bad. I followed my ghost, and I was doing 126s with traction 3 on perfect conditions, right? Yeah. So I'm like, well, wait a second. If the track breaks down, traction 3 might be the way to go.
Yeah. I'm thinking the same thing. I heard through the grapevine something similar to that, so we're about to see. Yo, Trey on the live, appreciate you tuning in, gang. He said, yo, Skirt, yo, Drip, what up?
What up? Appreciate you stopping by, bro. This is a wild ride we're on.
Crazy.
Casey's about to go 1-1 unless Hemi can do something about it. Let's hope Blur just stays for the end credits so he doesn't get docked like a puss boy. Yeah, see, Blur's a lot faster than that. His best lap is a 131. He got tangled up with people early, and I don't think he ever was really able to, drop the hammer, so to speak. And so his best...
Right here.
I would say his best shot is probably getting Hemi.
Just kind of going with the...
Yeah.
2 or the 4-2 on the day, because he got 4th in Moto 1, so...
Yeah, 4-2. Hemi goes 2-3. Hemi still beats him, but at least he'll have a little pep in his step going into next weekend.
Yeah.
Drip, how many in the
KC,
chat?
15 seconds.
Just curious.
We have 9 on the live stream. 9, 14.
I love it.
It just jumped up to 14. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Y'all
Appreciate
leave a like.
All of you, 100%.
Let's go. Blur in third. Jake the Muss in fourth on that Honda.
Not where he wants to be.
Hopefully he can regroup and make something shake before the end of this moto, because he finished second. His best finish by far not by far, but his best finish so far this season. So
yeah,
at least try to get that podium position. Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. Depending on how the front runners end up, he's going to be fourth or third, depending on how it finishes, right? It's looking like fourth. But before this, his best finish was third, right? So he got second last moto.
Goes down.
As he sends his body off into the corral. So he made vast improvements, that Moto 1. Fourth, he probably will accept. He won't be too mad, but you'll hear a little bit of like, track got to me. The deform was a little bit much. We had battles. I let it go. He's not going to be super happy about this second moto finish, and I don't blame him because he does have this speed to be up there.
Yeah.
Bobby going from, I believe it was 4th and 5th back to 8th. He has pressure from someone behind him. I don't know who that is. Who's right behind him?
Skeetle or Skeety.
Oh, Skeetle.
Yeah.
Skeetle caught a toe.
First round on that Honda.
Skeetle be up in that bussy, dude. He's not letting him go. And speaking of bussies, I think Bobby's running up on 7th place. Who's that? Oh, he just pushed him out the way, bro.
Rocker and Flying Eyes all right there.
All right there. Wait, go back a couple.
There's a little gap. There's quite a bit.
There's a little gap. Okay.
Skeetle.
Cuzzo doing good.
They must be
good shows. Like to see Cuzzo out there.
Oh, Bobby smacks the banner.
Dang.
Who is that? That is Kush Toger.
I think he's a lapper, right?
Yeah, he's a lapper.
Shit.
Trigun. Hemi's still up in second. Blur looked like he was catching him a little bit. Jake?
The pussy, what's he doing? Is he moving up?
I think he is. I think he's closing up the gap a little bit.
I don't think so.
No, he's not. He's not. I'm tripping, bro. Wait. Flying Eyes and Rocker are battling this shit out there right now.
Rocker's been in 6th this entire race, bro. I don't think he really wants to let it go to Flying Eyes, but the dudes at Suzuki, they be moving, bro. I'm not gonna lie. They don't have any slow people, which is kind of annoying, if I'm being honest.
It is really annoying, bro. Super annoying.
Super annoying. Bro, I held Dale back in first moto until like 20 minutes. Like there was 10 minutes down, or
bro.
Like 18 minutes, and he came and passed me for like 6 or something. I was like, bro, I was ahead of you, dog.
Bro, I came up on a group of people and Dale was back there at like 7th or 8th at one point. I was like,
yeah,
what?
Yeah,
it's crazy.
All I can say, Dale's my boy and he's fast. All I can say is he got fucked off on the start probably, and then everyone else was just on and too fast. You know, you can only do what you can do. Tell me why, bro. I was pissed when fucking Trey, your rider, fucking passed my ass, dude. Fucking, I was, bro. You wanna know why I was pissed? Because he passed me for like 6th or 7th, bro. I had just like dropped back 2 or 3 positions, and then for him to pass me, I'm like, bro. And then I start going faster, right? Catching him, and I'm pushing it, and then I wad up, and then another person passes me. and then another person. It was fucking
bro.
stupid.
That's what, bro. That's similar thing that happened to me, bro. Like I went down one time and like 5 people passed me. I'm like, fuck. That shit's crazy.
What are we doing? What are we doing? All right, we got Blur. Who's in front? Oh,
Himmy
shit,
goes
Himmy
down.
off the
Blur
track.
with the pass for second. Wow.
Giving Blur that deuce. He better do something with it, because Himmy's right there.
Ooh.
Side by side.
Side by side. Himmy gets the
All right, let's
pass.
see.
Gets a better drive.
Yeah. So I saw Blur. He let him go because he just knows.
Yep.
See, Blur knew that line. Oh my god, bro! Blur let Himmy have that freaking outside line for the Laraco's leap, and then he just stuffed it in the next turn and said, "Fuck you, dude." That's crazy. That's probably the dopest racecraft I've seen in a while. Finger snaps.
Nah,
Finger
for
snaps.
real. Finger snaps. Let's go. Jake in no man's land in 4th place. Who was
Damn,
that?
bro. Trigun just... Bro, that's a tough corner, bro. We're going to have to look out for that in the 450 class in Moto 2 because we saw Bobby and Trigun. And look at Rocker, dude. Just safe in 6th. He's been 6th place the whole race. That's insane.
Trying to get a couple picks on my boy Rocker.
We gotta take all the points.
I didn't get flying eyes. That Suzuki looks pretty fire, I'm not gonna lie.
I say it every week. The black on yellow looks crazy. It's a dope flex. The bike is literally a dinosaur, but apparently, bro, I heard Crip beat us by beat 2nd place by 20 seconds. So they're obviously not bad. Isn't that crazy, bro?
That is actually wild, bro.
Drip, do you want to fuck around and start a factory-supported Suzuki team, dude?
I don't know. It's gonna take a bag for me to go over there. I'm talking about a bag.
It's gonna take more
I
than
don't know if y'all
friendship to make this
got.
deal.
Nah, but
I feel you.
that gear that cousin got on is fire.
Bro, you guys... Okay, you know how... so I left Honda, right?
Yeah.
How the fuck did you pick up Faded, dude?
Bro, he hit me up.
You got a deal, bro. You got a
He hit me up, bro.
Who's just like, you want me to just beat these pussies or what? Because, bro, nigga is fast as shit.
Bro, he just hit me up. The roast is badass. Watching live. The roost. Oh yeah, the roost. Hell yeah. My bad. I can't read. But yeah, bro, he just hit me up. I was like, let Sloppy join the league. Mark Myth 47 said, let Sloppy join the league.
It's not up to us, Mark.
I was about to say that is not up to me, but
yeah.
Casey.
1-1.
1-1 on the day. Hemi.
2-2? Or what is he? Hemi's
2-3 on the day.
No. This is. Did he get 3-2? This is 2 this time.
3-2, yeah.
3-2, okay. 3-2. That's strong.
Blur 4-3.
Blur with 4-3. And then Jake 2-4. Wait, 4-3. So Jake gets 3rd. Right?
Oh. That's it. That was that line. That's
the step up. You just have to, you have to angle it harder going up. But yeah, that's it. Jake
Rocker up in 5th. I think we saw him back.
Rocker got a position.
He's up there, so.
Bro, Rocker was in 6th place the entire race. Dude, last lap pulls up and gets the 5th. We got to get him in. We got to get him in for a interview because that's wild.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah.
Trigun 6th. Flying Eyes, 7th on that Suzuki that we were just talking about. Bobby bringing it home in 8th right now.
I don't think Bobby will be mad at his position. I think he will be mad at bullshit that happened on the track.
Somebody said chat, is Kuno cooked?
What? Kuno is not, bro. Kuno went 1-1 at Southwick last week. What do you mean?
But
what
yeah.
do you mean? Explain.
Oh, Skeetle in 9th. Cuzzo. Oh no. Cuzzo in 10th. And then we've got CW. At 11th.
Bro, you want to know something crazy?
What up?
The reason I hate outdoors, bro, isn't the tracks. It isn't the speed or like the riding or like it's like outdoors is really fun to ride. I'll tell you what though, adjusting my bike every single fucking weekend is nerve-wracking. Like I'm literally making adjustments in between motos. What? It's a video game, bro. Calm the fuck down. Like it's wild.
I feel you.
Like running settings that you would never run, but just because everyone's like, nah, bro, that's it. Like even if it's not it, you believe it's it. Like it's fucking
nah,
crazy.
you're for real though, bro. Bro, I was literally thinking earlier today. I was like, there's literally like 3 different settings. There's you just got on, you don't really know, kind of you're just messing around. There's a pub lobby setting, and then there's like league settings. And I'm like, it's an actual real thing, I feel like.
Stoker with the fucking... Yeah, giving us some entertainment. Nah, for real. I like going back to Supercross, bro. Supercross every... God, dude!
Oh!
X Games mode! That was wild. I was gonna say, dude, Supercross, it was just +3 suspension, and then +1 traction for me, and that was it. I left it the same the whole easy.
Yeah.
Didn't change shit. This outdoor shit, bro, I'm changing it every race, bro, and I'm gonna fucking blow my mind. Out with the shotgun.
On GTA.
On GTA, of course, because of course on GTA, dude, where else? Never IRL.
On GTA, YouTube.
Alright, who do we got in here? I want to hear from the winners.
Let's get the top 3. And then I want to hear from Rocker and Jake. Rocker.
Casey going 1-1, also with the fastest lap, second moto. Yes, what a Chad.
DripGangTV, appreciate everybody tuning in. That's Hemi, Blur, Jake, and Rocker. Yeah, y'all stay tuned, leave a like. Let's get it. Let's try to get them in here. Who all's in here already? Just KC.
I do believe so.
I do believe so. Fuck, dude, you just went 1-1, bro. Relax, dude. Those shoulders sound tense. Give Andy $40, bro. He'll relieve your tension.
Bro.
Hey, good news, guys. I'll be pretty drunk by Moto 2, so I'll enjoy it either way. You know what I mean?
100%.
I don't have...
$8.
Oh, I do have Rocker, yeah. If somebody got Rocker, will y'all send him an invite?
AC, your best friends with Rockers. Send him an invite.
Yeah, right, my guy.
All right. Blur.
Jake,
oh, you want to hear from Jake? Let's hear from Jake. Let's hear from Jake. Jake.
Wait, hold on. Am I supposed to get Rocker in here still?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Yeah.
Jake.
Yo.
2-4 on the day. Run us through that. What was going on second moto? It seemed maybe a little bit harder. Maybe the track was more broken down throughout the day. What was going on?
I feel like I should have changed setup from the first
Tires
moto.
or suspension?
Yeah, it was a little bit bouncy.
A little bouncy.
Yeah, I was running stiff plus on.
Yep, that'll do it to you. That'll do it to you.
Definitely do it to you. I don't know
I'm
where that
still
puts you
learning
on the
that
day.
side.
But
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
You bring up a good point because that's literally what Skirt was saying was on outdoors you're literally changing your tuning and your setup almost every round.
But yeah, no, it was a good game to the other boys. I was up there but choked it. No.
No, here's the thing. So we were talking about it. Last week you did third place. That was your highest finish, right? And then this week you got another career highest, second place. And then you got fourth. I told Drip, I was like, dude, he's not going to be upset with the fourth. But since he got the second, he's going to absolutely want more. We thought you did great. You were in second, and then you dropped to fourth, and we didn't see when you dropped. What happened when you were up front in second place, and then you got back to fourth? Can you explain that to us?
I just made some mistakes, like getting caught in the battle, you know. It's pretty easy to overshoot the corner and whatnot, especially when you're running that pace. Like, you just really have to hit the mark.
Yeah. Up front, left some dollars on the table. Jake, I'm still your number one fan, bro. I'll tell you right now. Skirt will tell you on Drips Live, I love you, Jake.
Nah, I appreciate it, bro.
Oh yeah, hey.
100% hetero love.
GG's.
I'm coming for a win, but
we're looking to see where that puts you on the day, but hey, GG's. That was good racing today.
Hell yeah, Team HRC doing well.
Rocker, you in here, gang?
Moving on, Rocker.
What's good?
You were in sixth place the whole damn race. How did you pull a fifth, my guy?
Actually, I was back in ninth and like 10th for most of it. And I just kept pushing and just doing how I ride. And then, as you said, I got up to 6th. And I knew where Trigun was slow, so I took advantage of it. And probably the second to last lap, if not the last lap, I hauled ass and I ran 1:30 lap time. Nice. And I was right on Trigun's ass, and just like I always say, is you got to keep these guys in your vision in front of you in case they mess up, and Trigun messed up, and I capitalized on it, and I made the pass for 5th.
Holy Jesus. We missed the pass on 5th, but we locked in on you while you were in 5th, and me and Drip were wondering what happened, but it's good to see hear the backstory of how that happened. Drip?
Hey, all I got to say was great racing today, man. We saw you in a few different battles in Moto 1 and Moto 2, and great racing. How you feeling on the bike? How's the team? How's everything going? How you feeling in that way?
I'm feeling really good. The bike, I made a little bit of a adjustment this week, and honestly, it paid off, especially in the second moto. I felt really comfortable. The first moto, I just got in my head a little bit, so it's just mainly working on my mental toughness throughout the races. But other than that, I'm feeling really good. I'm happy with another 5th place finish. And in all honesty, I just told the boys in the team chat that my finger that I used for the clutch button, it got so cold in my room that my finger got cold and kind of locked up, and I couldn't use my clutch for a little bit.
You used that Badusi finger, bro?
Basically.
Hey, but
it locks up some, bro. They like that, dude. It's called a shocker, bro. What are you talking about?
Hey, but that mental toughness.
I gotta get a girlfriend to start using it more.
That mental toughness, bro. That's a key. That's a big thing in these league races. That mental toughness, because not only are you dealing with time, with how long it is, but you're dealing with battling, you're dealing with track breakdown, you're dealing with if you made the right bike setup. Like, there's so much going on. But nah,
Exactly.
man, congrats on that. And
Thank you.
I don't know
Good to
where
see
you're
you
sitting
coming
at for
from
the
behind.
overall, but yeah, that's good racing today.
Yep. Thanks,
Blur,
guys.
for
Appreciate
sure,
it.
for sure.
Yes,
Blur,
sir.
what's the word, gang? Run us
Yo.
through that. Run us
Bro,
through
what's up with
that. I
that
think you
minty
went,
neon drip, bro? That looks saucy, bro. We're
yeah, with
checking
the
it out right
boots.
now.
Yeah, thanks, bro. Looks good back there in the fucking pack getting all dirty, huh? Nah,
Bro, you were in
didn't
there,
ride
bro.
good. Track was bumpy, track was slippery, but I just didn't ride good. But can't complain. 4-3, I think I got 4th overall. It's whatever.
Hey,
Not mad
question,
about
Blur.
it.
The
What's
track
up?
broke down, so would you suggest for the 450 riders that are coming up next to go maybe grip 3 on their tires?
Honestly, that moto felt a lot more like rough than it did slippery, like the first moto. First moto, I
Okay.
felt like I was slipping around a lot, but second moto felt a lot more bumpy. So I probably dropped that suspension setting down a little bit, brother.
Drop that
Got you.
suspension.
Okay. Thank you, Blur.
Okay,
Appreciate
okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
GG to all the guys
Yeah,
too.
GG's, gang. Hey, me.
Hemi, why are you fucking the dock?
I'm actually kind of stuck. Oh, there we go.
I actually didn't know it was my turn to talk. Trying to get in this canoe. I love it. I love it.
Hey, congrats on that, on actually solidifying that second place spot, gang. That was cool to see. You still had to battle and do your thing through Moto 2, but run us through that. Run us through what was going on. We saw you in second. We saw you in fourth. We saw you in third. Back to second. What was going on?
So yeah, no. Since the track is so fast, it's easy once you make those lose a lot more time than you think you're gonna. People just kind of run up to the back of you, and then the same thing, vice versa. You can catch up to somebody. It's like playing yo-yo the whole time.
Yeah, no, we definitely noticed that, and that was something I mentioned earlier. Was like, because it's such a fast track, but because it's also a lot of people's favorite track or one of their favorite tracks, you're gonna see a lot of back and forth. You're gonna see a lot of battles and things like that. So, but yeah, man. Skirt, you got anything?
No, Henny, I really enjoyed seeing your consistency today. You're always one of the guys who, if you catch a toe, you probably are going to get the guy. Like no homo, but like you're probably going to pass him. And so you kept everyone in front of you, and you stayed up there. It was you, right? So it was everything that we expected. We call you the Diesel over here because you just keep chugging, and you just proved why you have that nickname, because you did great. You went right up to the front, and anytime you catch a toe, bro, you run it through. So yeah, congratulations.
Oh yeah, congrats, man.
There's actually a point in the race where I almost just let Blur by me just so I could have.
Yep, I feel that. I've been there. Yeah, 100%. I get you.
I did something similar in qualifying. I was like, I'm just gonna let whoever's coming by pass me, and I'm just gonna chase him down. That definitely gets your drive going. So, congrats, gang.
By the time I got to second place, Casey was already so far gone I could barely see it. So it was ended up switching to racing behind me.
And that can get tough. But no, hey, congrats. I'm not sure where that puts you on the overall for the day, but we'll see here shortly. And we'll see you next round.
Thank you. Good luck to you guys.
For sure. Thank you.
GG's.
KC, last but not least.
Guy,
Run
what
us through it.
up?
1-1 on the day after going 2-2 last week at Southwick.
Yeah, had a shitty, terrible time last weekend, even though I went 2-2, which isn't a bad weekend by any means, but I didn't feel like I was 100% out there on Southwick. This weekend, like I was telling all the fans on press day, I plan to go 1-1. I made that happen. So, REDBUD being my home track, it's
I did not know that.
It was like a must-have. So
yeah. Okay. I thought you were more so coming out making a statement from last week, but that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, you know,
Home
I did want to
track.
make a little bit of a statement, but you know, I know Blur and Hemi, they're always going to be that little pain in my ass. So
Yeah.
all the way to the end, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
which is fine, right? That's what makes this fun, and yeah. So good ride today. Hopefully, I can bring it again next week and just keep doing myself.
Keep doing
yeah.
yourself, Casey.
Hell yeah! Congrats, man.
I will say this. I learned about 3 or 4 races ago that, for whoever's still listening, the difference
The whole
between
world
Moto,
is-
the difference between Moto 1 and Moto 2, you have to almost run 2 different setups. The last 4 races ran 2 different setups, one for Moto 1, one for Moto 2, and it's worked out for me pretty decently. But that's all, you know, practice during the week, right? So
Yeah. Well, hey, congrats. Get your practice in. Get your bike time in, seat time, whatever you want to call it, and we'll see you next round.
yeah, sounds good. Thanks, guys.
Let's go. Congrats on that dub. DripGangTV, appreciate everybody tuning in. Y'all leave a like, leave a comment, hit the subscribe button if you're new. Run it back if you missed Moto 2 and if you missed Moto 1. I'm with my boy Skirt. I'm going to tag him down below. If y'all like to join, I'm going to leave it down in the description. Y'all check that out. And let's get it.